Hello, mommies. Hello, single mommies out there. I am in a mood right now. I just recorded. I had this set up with my, I wanted to level up my game a little bit. And so I pulled out my old Canon EOS. It's 1100D. It's a fancy little camera. But then it's like European because I'm an international bitch. And I had to download all this software to plug it in and do the whole like cool looking, shots. And then the camera just shut off, and I'm sure there's a tutorial out there somewhere, but I just can't be bothered. So I have to redo the video, the great big video that I did for you guys. So my energy's better. I don't have a bad attitude, so that juju's not going to be on here. But thank you for suggesting this. I think it's a really good reading idea because as single mothers, obviously as single mothers, you have way bigger fish to fry than dealing with some bullshit ex. So let's see what's going to come through for all the signs. I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. I'm going to get through all the signs because this room is hot and I had to turn everything, all the fans and everything off so that you guys can hear me better. And I will get this video camera thing figured out so that the next monthly readings are better. But thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for following me on Instagram and all the good places. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to try, and I even have like my flower set up for mothers out there everywhere. Let's begin with the birthday Cancers. If you're a single mother and you're a Cancer, this is what you can expect. Single mothers who are Cancers, from now until the end of summer, give or take a week or two, whatever that means to you guys, typically around August, end of August, you guys are no longer the victim of a bully or someone who has dominated your space or dominated your mind and the processes that you go through as a mother and getting everything in order for your life. Judgment card is saying that this is official. And I'm laying the cards here, but I don't need to be like, oh, you've got the 8 of Swords. Also, the major card, blah, blah, blah. You see the cards here. I'm telling you the story. I need to fix my attitude is what I need to fix. Okay. Yeah, so you are no longer the victim. I think, obviously, no one can victimize us. You have finally decided that you will no longer be the victim of someone's dominating attitude, presence, whatever that means. I think that you also are going to become your own emperor. You have decided you want to be your own shot caller, and you have leveled the playing field in terms of whoever you're dealing with in your life, and you have decided that you are your own boss. This can mean anything, but I feel this in your personal space, like your personal boundaries, your life, how you live. All of those things come together to create a space where you are the dominant, you are the key player in your life right now, and you recognize that. You're no longer being bullied by anyone. Judgment card is saying this is official. This is it. Like you have made that decision and you're sticking to it, and you won't be swayed. I feel that you have steadied yourself against whatever negative elements are coming your way. In terms of being a mother and your children and all that, everything looks really good. Because they're looking at you now as the head, as the leader, as the boss. And that's a really good feeling. Now, if you're single, which you are, because if you're not single, you shouldn't be watching this. This is for single Cancer mothers. Obviously, when you look for a mate, you're looking for someone who is just as in love with your kids as you are, as involved and a partner in your life. They're going to respect the way you run your house, your ship, how you manage your kids, the schedules, all those things. And so you're looking for someone who can appreciate that and support that. Who's coming through for you, if anyone's coming through for you as a single Cancer mother. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. There's a Scorpio in your midst. There's someone who is, I think, wanting to approach you, but because of your new energy, your newfound dominance, and ability to be your own boss and be the emperor of your own world, and refusing to be the victim of anyone anymore. Someone, I believe, is a Scorpio. That could be anybody, but someone who could be a Scorpio is coming towards you. And I think they're extremely cautious and taking their time because of this newfound strength that you have, Cancers. So that is what's coming through for single Cancer mothers for the rest of the summer. Let's move on to Leo. Single Leo mothers. What's coming through for single Leo mothers? In the previous reading, I did it just a while ago for single Leo mothers. I had that you guys were having an overabundance of love for your children right now, and there's a feeling of separation from them. That doesn't feel good, obviously, but that it was all good, but you were just like missing your kids. Maybe they're growing up too fast. Maybe they're going away to camp. Maybe they're seeking independence from you, and that's definitely shaking you up a little bit, so you're doing a lot of smothering for some of you. Not all of you, but for some of you. But I'm going to redo this reading, so you kind of had two readings. So if that resonated with some of you guys, maybe this will resonate with the rest. Single Leo mothers, single Leo mothers. For some of you single Leo mothers, I do think that you guys might be experiencing maybe a lack of confidence. There's a vibe of, questioning perhaps your placement in the lives of people around you that you love. There's a frenetic energy, and it's very, not chaotic, but you're not sure where to put your energy now, because if I'm thinking about the last reading I just did for you guys, it could just mean that you feel like perhaps your kids are becoming more independent. The dust has settled in a situation, and now you're looking at yourself, like where do I go now? Where do I fit? Where am I needed? With the Knight of Wands energy there. So you're not sure exactly where to bring that energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a child who is maybe a little bit older now, and they're seeking independence from you. And that could be, as a mother, throwing you off slightly because you're the Queen of Wands in reverse, so your confidence level is like elsewhere. It's diminished slightly, but obviously you're the mother, so you're always needed. The Eight of Cups in reverse is telling me that perhaps you're having a difficult time letting something go, or moving on from a situation. Some of you guys could be returning emotionally to an old situation before your kids got older, whatever that means, before your kids got older. Yeah, just emotionally, some of you guys are having a difficult time understanding where you go. Like, where's your placement? But if you're single and looking for love, some of you guys are, let's see what we can expect for single and looking for love. Obviously, you're looking for someone who understands that you are a mother and you have much bigger fish to fry, more responsibilities out there than just catering to a relationship, a romantic relationship. But some of you guys want that. But let's see what's coming through, what you can expect. Single Leo mothers. Possibly another Leo, but I don't think you're going to meet anyone until August. I think that you are showing signs of weakness with an ex, possibly. Some of you, not all of you, with the Eight of Cups in that there with the Strength card, both in reverse. So there could be something testing your strength, or you're weak in the knees is what I'm feeling. It could be another younger energy too. Someone who is another fire sign. For sure another fire sign if you're single and looking for love. That could be something that you experience. But again, overall, when it comes to being a mother and dealing with your children, you are feeling a sense of your kids growing up too fast, or your kids moving on, or displaying or exercising some independence that is making your heart ache a little bit. Some of you guys also could be dealing with a kid who just has like this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it's like you want to fulfill their dreams and support them financially or just, you know, physically or whatever they need to help them get to wherever they want to go. But it's like, make up your fucking mind. Mom's busy. You better figure it out because I can't be in 10 places at once. And it's almost a feeling of you have to be because they're into so many different things with that King of Wands and reverse energy also. But again, in terms of finding love, Leo, single mothers, I do think that you're going to experience something in August. Yeah, and it could be another fire sign. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you, Leo mothers. Now let's look at Virgo. Single Virgo mothers, what can you guys expect? What's going on with single Virgo mothers for the rest of the summer? Single Virgo mothers. If you're a single mother and you're a Virgo, this is what you can expect. Single Virgo mothers. Single Virgo mothers. It's not that a single Virgo mother is a pushover, but you could be dealing with a child who's getting away with something or is telling fibbing to you slightly, but it's nothing that you can't get a handle on. You're the Empress right here, and it's showing that there's you're never going to have a lack of resources to give to your children, but one is kind of taking a little bit of advantage, and you're not a pushover, you're just a mother. And as mothers do, they tend to enable. So be careful that you're not doing that with one of your kids right now during the summertime. Also, one of your kids or you had this idea about something and now the spark is gone. The idea, there's a deactivation or a decrease in that excitement of that idea. So the energy behind that is not there anymore. So that could be one scenario for some of you guys. But for the rest of you guys, I think that you need to get a handle on a situation before it gets out of hand, and whatever that means in your household, in your lifestyle, with your kids. It could just be something as simple as one of your kids, you know, was cheating on a test. That's it. It's not that serious, but these are things that, as the Empress in the center of the spread, I do think that you guys have to get a handle on something that's going on in your household with your kids, especially with the Page of Wands in reverse. There's a lack of motivation. There's a lack of energy supporting something that you had initially wanted to do with your kids. That was my chair. Let me get some water. But I'm just looking at the 3 here, and I'm trying to decide if there's anything else for single Virgo mothers. I'm sorry if you heard me drink, but a girl has to drink, you guys. Watch your weight. Some of you guys need to watch your weight. Some of you guys might be having surgery. Whoa. And now I'm going to pull cards for single Virgo mothers who are looking for love, or if they're open to love, what you guys can expect. You know, someone might just like get a cut while you guys are on like a family camping trip. So if there's someone coming in for you, this person is another earth sign. And I do think that this person is probably someone that you don't want to waste your time with. They're focusing on the tiny details about your life or your lifestyle that doesn't matter to you, or vice versa. And that is very distracting. And I think it's almost like if a person comes into your life right now, they're not actually bringing you anything. Actually, they're bringing you nothing but complaints about, like, I don't know, complaints about things that don't matter. That very tiny things that don't really matter. And so that's something that you have to consider. And I don't think that this person, if someone comes into your life right now, if you're single and looking for love, and someone's like, I'm in school right now, or I'm studying right now, or I'm doing something, just tell them to get the fuck out of your life, because they're going to waste your time. They're going to waste your time. they're going to waste your time, and they're also dealing with other people. So it doesn't, like, that's not a promising person. So if you're a single mother, obviously you can't date as if you're not a mother. You have to date for your kids. And I know that sounds, some other people will say, well, actually, no, you should be a little selfish. Yeah, if your kids are grown and they're living out of state, or, they're not involved. But if you've got young kids, you can't date for just yourself anymore. You have to date for your kids. This person could also have kids of their own, or they're dealing with other people. But they are willing to work on something with you, but I just feel like you should hit pause until they show you more. Request more evidence that they are into you, your life, your kids, and what you're about for the future. That's what I suggest for Virgo single mothers. Next up is Libra single mothers. What can Libra single mothers? If you're a Libra and you're single and you're looking for love, here is what you can expect. This is what you should anticipate for the rest of summer. Libra single mothers, Libra single mothers. I think you have decided to cut someone out very recently, Libra single mothers, and I think that you are looking at your options from a very realistic point of view right now. I think that some of you are dealing with having, as much as you hate confrontation and conflict, you're having to actually sit someone down, possibly a kid, one of your kids, and explain to them the realities of a situation that they might have been delusional about. You could be having this conversation with yourself, but, as a mother, this is a mother's read. This is kind of the experience that's going on in your household, where you unfortunately, and you feel rather guilty about it, you unfortunately have to inflict some sort of directness with your children. You're going to have to explain to them the realities of a situation, whatever that situation is in your household. And in doing so, you are going to be able to release a burden. However, the 10 is in reverse, so I feel like there's guilt there. A mother's guilt is never going to go away. So don't beat yourself up. There is guilt there, and that's never going to go away. You had to do what you had to do. Don't feel guilty. Or you're going to have to do what you're going to have to do. Don't feel guilty. You can't not be everyone's mother. You can only do what's best for you and your kids in that moment. And so whether it's right or wrong, what you have to do, whatever conversation you have to have, it is at the very least expressing the realities of a situation. So however that comes off, if you snap, if you say something that you shouldn't say, you can always apologize later. But at the very least, the reality is out there, and that's important. And then you're gonna hold on to some guilt for a little bit, but eventually, I hope you release it. But that guilt is still going to be there as something that is not. It's almost like you say something and your kids don't react, or they don't say something, and so you're stuck with, I wonder if they're going to respond or what their response is going to be, which is a strange feeling. The other thing to look out for is possibly your kids are mouthing off and they're saying some things, or you heard one of your kids say their first cuss word, whatever. I just think that it's almost like you feel, some of you mothers, single Libra mothers, feel like you love to feel needed. And so you love to feel the feeling, not all of you guys, that your kids need you. Even though you secretly are like, I'm exhausted, I can't do XYZ anymore. But you feel like it's, as a mother, you take on that pressure and pain and responsibility. And it's like, you're not going to shoulder that weight or that burden as good as I can shoulder that weight or burden. So you refuse to let someone else help you. You got to get out of that mindset. It takes a village, you guys. It really does. But let's see what's going on. If you're a single Libra and you're looking to meet someone, you're a single Libra mother, You know, you want that family nucleus. You want that balance. And so if you're a single Libra mother and you're looking for love, what can you expect for the rest of summer? So overall, like, this is your kid read, right? So overall, it's just saying that your relationship with your kids, you know, you're coming to a point where, and maybe they're coming to an age where you're able to say, look, this is the reality of the situation, X, Y, Z, boom, boom, boom. And as direct and blunt as you can be, you do obviously have that guilt, that mother's guilt. And so you're experiencing that, but you don't want to, you don't want to like burden someone else. So you shoulder it all and then you complain about it. So you can't do that. If you are going to find yourself complaining all the time to your kids, give some of that weight to someone else, or a friend or a relative or someone who can help you out. Otherwise, you're just going to be shitty mommy who complains all the time. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not coming down on you, but that's just real talk. Like, you got to treat yourself really, really well, because then you'll treat your kids really, really well. Does that make sense? Not that you're not doing it, and that's not everything. Don't fucking comment on my page. Like, I'm not a bad mom. I'm not. Obviously, if you listen to the whole video, I'm not shitting on anybody as a mom. You know, these are just like these quiet internal thoughts that you guys might be having. It's not me, it's the fucking cards. Anyways, I just made a fight in 30 seconds with you guys for no reason. But you guys get what I'm saying. Share the load. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't suggest. Don't hope that someone helps you. Don't hope that someone helps you guys. You got to say, look, I need help because I am losing my cool on my kids. I need help. I am losing my cool on my kids. So please help me. Please take these kids away for a weekend so I can get a foot rub. Please. You know, you got to do that stuff. But not that a Libra will get a foot rub, because Libras hate feet. But you know what I mean. Not all Libras hate feet. I once dated a Libra guy who loved feet. But I won't tell you about that. Okay. So single Libra's looking for love. What's coming through for single Libras? Two things. One, if you're a single Libra mother looking for love, the first thing I want to tell you is, if you're dealing with another air sign right now who's young, stay away. Get rid of that person. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. They're nothing but a liar. They're stealing from you. They're full of shit. Second scenario is, if you're single and you're single mother looking for love, I suggest that you go out and do something that you've never done before. Do something very, very new. Think outside the box, completely different energy. Think about the possibility of dating someone that you would never date. Okay? That's a suggestion for single, because you would be surprised at the kind of person that actually is like, I would love to be a step parent. I have no problem with that, or whatever. So those are your two suggestions for if you're a single Libra looking for love. Good luck with you. Good luck with you. Good luck to you guys. And let's keep it moving with Scorpio. If you're a single Scorpio mother, what can you expect for the rest of summer? Single Scorpio mothers, what can you expect for the rest of summer? Single Scorpio mothers, what can you expect for the rest of summer? Single Scorpio mothers, what can you expect for the rest of the summer? Single Scorpio mothers, what can you expect for the rest of summer? I think that there's a brand new beginning in your household. And I think that with it's almost like there's not enough progress being made in something in your domestic, your house, your home, whatever that is. And I think that some of you Scorpios are feeling like a victim, feeling like the person who has been victimized. And so in this household scenario, for a lot of the single Scorpio mothers, you're feeling like you're doing it all on your own. But with the Ace of Wands, I think there's a new beginning. But I do see the Knight of Pentacles as something that's stalling this new beginning. And so what I think is happening is that life around you with your kids is moving on, and you're doing it well. but you're starting to feel like a victim. You're feeling mentally trapped. You're feeling like a victim, and you're in a headspace of, I'm doing the best I can. And that's, while it may be true, it's not the healthiest place to be, because you've got stagnation with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So overall, like I feel like overall, you've got a brand new beginning in your household, whatever that is. But then the energy, the day-to-day energy for the rest of summer is going to feel like it's not moving fast enough, and you're a victim. I don't see anything, issues with your kids or anything. I see like you, and it's a trickle-down effect. So be aware of that, because obviously you're the compass in the household. And so as you react or respond or align yourself with negative energies that make you feel like a victim, you're actually being a huge poster board that your kids are watching. Some of you guys could have a kid who is an earth sign, and they're just being extremely lazy. Or some of you guys just have a kid who's just like super lazy right now. And some of you guys could just have a kid who has an idea every three seconds, who's like, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And it could just be a little overwhelming for you. If you're single Scorpio mothers and you're looking for love, this is what you can expect. If you're a single Scorpio mother looking for love, basically what's happening is you're already dealing with someone, or someone that's going to come into your life for the month of August or the rest of summer, and they're going to express their own story. It's almost like you guys are going to commiserate. Misery loves company. We both have the same shitty experiences. Let's talk about that all night. And it's going to be that kind of energy, which is obviously not helpful for the energy overall in terms of moving forward, because you've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse there. So that's why I say that. But I feel like also some of you guys are just recovering from feeling betrayed, or feeling heartbroken, or feeling like you were not given the kind of treatment that you deserved. And so that kind of energy is still around. So no matter what kind of new beginning you expect to have this summer, you're always going to circle back around to feeling like a victim. So that's something that I would suggest you work on if you're a single mother looking for love, so that you can recover from that fully and then proceed, because this is waiting to get started for you. But everything's being held back. Okay, single Scorpio mothers, that's it for you guys for the rest of summer. So, I mean, obviously I didn't see anyone coming through for you except another, because you would attract that right now until you're healthy and feeling better. You would attract someone with similar energy, similar heartbreak energy or recovery energy. And that's not something that's actually going to help you right now. We did Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Who's next? Shit. Scorpio, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. And if you're a single Sagittarius mother, this is what you can expect for the rest of summer. All right, I'm at the 30-minute mark, you guys. I have to turn this fan on. I'm sorry if it's loud. I'm dying. That's why I have this microphone hooked up. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Okay. Sagittarius, single mothers. If you're a single Sagittarius mother, what can you expect? And again, some of you guys have grown children, so you guys are just, looking for the single part, but you're always a mother. So single mothers, Sagittarius. What can single Sagittarius mothers expect for the rest of summer? What can single Sagittarius mothers expect for the rest of summer? What can single Sagittarius mothers expect for the rest of summer? You're showing strength right now, and that's obvious with this card. But I think you're showing strength in terms of having a gift from the universe that you expected. You expect too much. I think that you have to lower your expectations just a little bit this summer. Just a little bit. Because you might be expecting a little too much from your family life or your kids, or what you thought. Maybe someone was waiting for a scholarship, or you were hoping your kid was going to get this new job, just because you want your kids to be happy, obviously. And so if they come back with something that is slightly disappointing, you have to show strength in that moment and support them and let them know that that's okay. And not that it's good enough, but that it's great. Great job. And I'm not telling you how to be a mother, but that's the, when I see these cards, that's the energy I'm picking up on. And it's not changeable. Like, you can't say, well, maybe if you go back, you can renegotiate X, Y, Z, or maybe you deserve the first place instead of second place. So maybe go talk to the judges, because I think you deserve first place. Of course, you think your kids deserve first place always. But in this scenario that I'm seeing is that there was an expectation that was huge. It did not come through, or it won't come through exactly as you had anticipated. This is something that is set in stone, and that's okay. There's nothing bad about this reading. It's a good reading. It's just you as a mother, I think your expectations about something were or will be a little too high. So just manage your expectations. And obviously let your kid know whatever they did was fantastic. It was great. Good job. And don't try not to highlight the disappointment that you might be feeling. And of course, that disappointment is you want your kids to be happy, so you're disappointed for them. But you might want to make sure you fine-tune that so that you're disappointed for them and not that you're disappointed for how it looks. And that could come off as being extremely judgmental or harsh on single Sagittarius mothers right now. It's not meant to be. Please don't take offense. I'm only reading you what the cards are saying. That's the energy I'm getting with these cards. But overall, everything looks really, really, really good. And the only disappointment I see is that energy, is your energy. You'll be disappointed in something when it comes to your kids. It's not a big deal. It's super small. So celebrate it no matter what it is. It'll be fine. Okay? So that's the energy. And I think you're going to experience this in August. So if you're single, though, single Sagittarius mothers, and you're looking for love, what can you expect? You could be dealing with a water sign, possibly a Pisces. This person is coming through. I think that you're beginning to manifest and dream about this person. I don't know if you already know this person or if this is a brand new person coming through, but it is a feeling that you have known this person for a while, and they could be a Pisces. So be aware of that. I think you're going to experience a deep, deep, deep bond with this Pisces person coming through. And I do think that it's going to be, again, something in August. Yeah, there's for sure going to be a deep connection with this person. So be ready for that one. That's coming through, and it's going to be major. So that's good. And that's it for Sagittarius, single moms. Capricorn, single moms. If you're a single Capricorn mom, what can you expect? If you're a single mom and you're a Capricorn, what can you expect for the rest of summer? If you're a single Capricorn mom, what can you expect for the rest of summer? If you're a single Capricorn mom, what can you expect for the rest of summer? If you're a single Capricorn mom, what can you expect for the rest of summer? Single Capricorn moms, what can you expect for the rest of summer? Capricorn single mom, some of you are coming out of a hard time right now. You have a new perspective on something. If you recently got separated or divorced and, you know, your kids are your world, and maybe you thought for a moment that you lost financially, or you had to give up some sort of custody, or you didn't exactly get what you wanted to get in a separation, or maybe you and your kids were just like fucking broke and you were like, how am I going to keep the lights on this month? That kind of energy, you are recovering from that. You're very pragmatic and you've already dealt with it. You've already decided, look, this happened. I'm woke. I have a strategy now. I have a plan in mind. I know what I'm going to do. I will sell my ass if I have to keep my kids safe and warm with the lights on, is the kind of energy I'm getting from these cards. And it does say that you will be okay. Things are going to be recovered. You and your kids are going to be fine. Even if your kid maybe has a medical condition, you guys will be okay because you are mentally fine-tuning everything internally and you're moving forward. You're moving ahead. Some of you guys are physically moving. You're like, you know what? If we have to sleep in the Honda and I'll drive us to another safer place, that's what I'll do. That's the energy I'm getting. So it's almost like you're doing whatever you have to do and whatever you can do to keep the lights on for your kids. And it's a good energy because it's a resilient energy, and it's an energy with the Hangman in reverse, which is a major. That card is saying you are you're done waiting for dickheads to help you. You're helping yourself, and you have a brand new perspective, and you're feeling strong and, hopeful. And more importantly, it's not a stagnant energy. The Hangman is not waiting on anything anymore. And the Six of Swords is moving on, and whatever that means. And so it's a heavy heart, what's happened to you recently, but because of your kids, the strength they're giving you, you are able to dig down deep and pull resiliency out of your ass. And you were like, let's do this. Get your shoes on, kids. We're going. So whatever that means to you, whatever that situation is for you. Now, if you're single and looking for love, first of all, looking at this reading, I think you should probably focus on yourself if this is your situation. And I don't think you should be looking for love right now. However, if this is not that dramatic and you're okay actually, and you're ready, or you're considering someone who's been in your life for a little bit, if that person's a good person to bring in to your fold, single Capricorn mothers, this is what you can look for. Did I do how many signs did I do? I feel like I skipped a few. Single Capricorn mothers looking for love. Single Capricorn mothers looking for love. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you guys. If she was upright, it would be someone who has a warm, safe, secure, loving, bountiful home to welcome someone to, and you're just waiting for your king to arrive. It's in reverse. Your home is not in shambles, but it's not on solid ground right now. And so I don't think it's a good idea for the rest of the summer to even consider dating. For some of you, if this is your scenario, this card goes with that. For some of you guys, it could just mean that you're not ready. You're not ready to bring anyone home. You know, you're ready to have sex. The Page of Wands right here says that you're not ready for a solid, secure relationship, or you're not open to a solid, secure relationship right now, but you are open to getting your rocks off. Many different scenarios, you guys. So obviously you take what resonates with you. But for me, I feel as if most of you are not in a position, and I do mean a financial, secure, mental, physical, geographical condition or position to accept a lover right now. I don't think you should do that right now. I feel like wait until the end of summer to even consider that, because if you introduce sex right now or a lover into a situation that's not rock solid just yet, it's not a good idea. Now, that's for some of you guys. For the other of you guys are just not looking for a serious relationship, and you want to just get your rocks off while your kids are staying with their dad or at grandma's house or something, and that's okay too if you are in a position to do that. Okay, so that's what I see for single Capricorn mothers. Let's move on to single Aquarius mothers. Single Aquarius mothers, what can single Aquarius mothers expect? If you're a single Aquarius mother, what can you expect? What's coming through for the summer months for single Aquarius mothers? What's coming through for summer months for the single Aquarius mothers? What can single Aquarius mothers expect? Single Aquarius mothers. What can single Aquarius mothers expect? What can single Aquarius mothers expect? You have a kid who is acting like a brat. One of your kids, God bless them all, right? One of your kids is acting up a little bit, and they've got a lot of energy that's scattered, and it's not focused energy. And so what they're doing is they're doing the yes, no, yes, no. I don't know. It's like they're doing the yes, no. Like, yes, I want that. No, I don't. They're changing their mind a lot, and their energy's all over the place. I think that also it's tapping into your resources. It's making you feel insecure about where, the next, it's almost like every time you do something with your kids right now, it's like, enjoy it, you guys, because I don't know when we're going to do the next one. And so it's a very tricky situation if you're a single Aquarius mother, because even you yourself might lose focus, your energy. You don't know where to put your energy. You don't know what is going to yield the best results for you and the lifestyle you're trying to create for your kid or kids. And so your focus is lost, and that energy is sort of trickling down. And so one of your kids or a kid or something is actually acting up, and they're losing focus with what they should be doing. And so during the summer months, it could be a good time for you to remind them that they're a kid, and to enjoy being a kid, and to focus on softball or, football or whatever it is they're doing. Tell them to enjoy it and focus on that, because they're starting to pick up on your energy of being financially insecure or unsure right now. So that's that energy. And because of all this, you're not exactly taking care of yourself. You're not exactly dyeing your hair, going to the gym, fixing your nails. You haven't, it's almost like, and this is just what I'm seeing when I look at the cards, so don't be offended. It's almost like you just get home from work, you plop down, you make some mac and cheese, you sit on the couch. Whereas before, or possibly, you would have loved to just put on a nice movie on Netflix and do your nails. And you haven't been able to do that in a while. So that's the energy I'm getting. It's a lot of, it's not negative, it's very busy is what I'm trying to tell you guys. And it's so busy, and the approach is not there. You don't know where to put your energy, and it's very chaotic, and it's messy. I want to pull one more. I haven't done this for any other sign, but I want to pull a card right now and just ask for advice on what you can do to sort of clean this up, because this is chaos. It's like chaos and busy and loud, and one is loud and giving you issues, and the other one is like bratty and, no. And then you can't even focus on combing your hair. And you're not even sure, and your job's not even secure enough to where you can say, you know what, why don't you guys go to sea camp for a week so that mommy can just chill the fuck out, because you don't have the funds for that right now. And so that's the kind of energy. What's the advice for that though? Basically what this is saying is it's going to get better, going to get worse before it gets better. So hang on is the advice. It is going to turn around again in your favor. This is only for the summer. So maybe there were some sort of visitation or custody issues that kind of threw a wrench in your plans, and that's why there's this energy. But it's temporary. The Wheel of Fortune is only a temporary card. Yeah, there's some of you guys are dealing with a kid who's super talkative. You could be dealing with someone who's really immature in their communication style with you. And maybe you have to be, as a single mother, whoever you're dealing with, people are watching you. Someone is watching how you juggle everything, and maybe they're forming an opinion about it. Like they're, maybe someone's coming through and they're checking on your how you take care of everything, and maybe they're not impressed. And that's what the Wheel of Fortune is there for some of you guys. Not all of you. But just be aware that this energy will shift, but you've got some time to try to juggle all this, okay? Now, if you're single and looking for love, obviously with a spread like this, I don't recommend you suddenly start dating, because I think you've got some balls in the air right now that you have to deal with. But if this is very minimal and you are able to date, then this is what you can expect for single Aquarius mothers. Pull that too. There's a fire sign who's looking at you. They're wanting to know if you're ready yet. Are you ready to date? Are you ready to date? When are you free? When are you free? And you're like, I don't think that you dislike them, but I just think that you have, a lot of shit on your plate right now that you're dealing with. But this is someone who is very creative, outgoing, talkative. They're very funny, vivacious. Even if they're older, they definitely have a young energy. They're fun. They're fun to be around, and they're looking at you like, I want to have fun with you. And I think that you were waiting on them, or they were waiting on you, and the wait is over, is what I see. So that's it for Aquarius for the month of, or for summer, whatever that is. And finally, I believe that's finally, so Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Oh, I didn't do Gemini. Oh yeah, because I'm going around. So Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and then Aries, Gemini, and I don't know. I might be missing one of you guys. I'm sorry. Taurus. Aries, Gemini, Taurus. Aries, Gemini, Taurus. So let's do Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Taurus. Here's Pisces. Pisces, single mother Pisces. Single mother Pisces looking for, well, no, not anything. If you're a single mother and you're a Pisces, what can you expect for the rest of summer? If you're a single mother, Pisces, single mother Pisces. Uh-oh. All right, if you're a single mother Pisces, overall, things are great this summer. Something has shifted with most Pisces, but if you're a single mother Pisces, you could have a kid who's doing everything right. They're following the rules. They're constantly praising you and bringing you gifts. Your kids are feeling happy. You're playing with them. You're having a great time this summer. And emotionally, you're feeling like a fortress of emotional strength right now. And you're feeling really stable. And you're feeling very good and giving. And you're very even and fair with the generosity that you have with your family and your friends and your kids. And you are being very playful with them. You feel like rolling around with them and doing activities with them. You want to do stuff with them. And that feels really good. Some of you guys might have an earth sign as a child, and they're growing, they're learning, they're amazing you with everything they do. So honestly, like out of all the reads so far, Pisces single mothers looks really good when it comes to their kids and what feels good. I don't see any issues. I just see an abundance of emotional stability that you're providing this summer in your home life with your kids. So that's really good. So if you're looking for love, what can you expect? Single Pisces mothers looking for love, what can they expect? Single Pisces mothers looking for love. It looks like possibly an ex is returning. Something happened in an ex's life, and so they're returning, and it's requiring you to stand your ground and say, no, 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 I'm not interested anymore. This is how I do things now. Whatever that is. It's not that you're not taking them back, but you might be having an interaction with someone where they're like, this happened to me. I need your help. And you're like, okay, well, I can't do anything past 8. 8 p.m. is my cutoff time. And that's a rule that I implemented a while ago. That's end of story. And that's something that you just have to come to terms with this summer. You are standing your ground. Something is happening to someone from your past. And it could be someone that pulls on your heartstrings, someone that is a soulmate energy. And so that is requiring you to be emotionally mature and giving, and maybe give advice, maybe allow them to reach out to you, but you have to mind your boundaries, and that's what that 7 of Wands is for you guys. In terms of romance, I don't see anyone coming through for you other than maybe an ex, a blast from the past coming through and saying some shit, and you going, okay, well, I really feel bad for you. I cannot help you. You know what I mean? So protect your boundaries, okay? And that's it for single Pisces mothers this summer. Single Aries mothers, this is for single Aries mothers, single Aries mothers, single Aries mothers. What do the single Aries mothers have to look forward to for the summer? Single Aries mothers, single Aries mothers, mothers who are single Aries, mothers who are single Aries. You are a good provider. You're a great provider. You're in a position to help your kids, help your family out, but it requires making very harsh, cutthroat decisions. And it requires you to be fair and just, which you are, but this decision weighs heavy on your heart. And it does mean that it can change the fate or the path that a loved one, like a child or, you know, your kids or your nieces, nephews, cousins, whatever, it could change the course of what they do. Some of them are asking for money because you have to pull money out to help with someone's education. This requires you to be very, it requires you to make a decision that's like kind of heavy. That's something you have to deal with. I don't think anything is bad here, but you have a decision to make, and it does require you pulling out the funds and helping someone with their school. Helping someone take a class, something like that, because you have it to give, but it just, you know, you want to pay for your kids' education for sure, and you want them to be something in this world. And so you will. That's what I see for this summer for single Aries mothers. In terms of love, what can a single Aries mother expect in terms of love? What can a single Aries mother expect in terms of love? There is an offer coming through this summer. It is an offer that you should take seriously. It is possibly a water sign. Doesn't have to be. It could just be someone who's extremely romantic. They know who they're dealing with. They know that you are someone who has required a level of standard that you will not lower your standards at all. And they know that, and they're rising to meet you at your level, at your standard. They are going to be very open and upfront with this offer. You will have to decide whether you take a chance on this person or not. I don't think you will. There is a rejection there. I don't know who's rejecting who, but that's what I see for Aries single mothers for this month. There is an offer coming through. You have a decision to make. It doesn't look good for someone. All right, let's see. Who's next is Taurus. Single Taurus mothers. Single mothers who are Taurus. Taurus mothers. Single mothers. The bull. If you're a Taurus and you're a single mother, this is for you. What can the single Taurus mother expect for the rest of summer to the end of August, beginning of September? What can single Taurus mothers expect? Single Taurus mothers. What can single Taurus mothers expect? What can single Taurus mothers expect? What can single Taurus mothers expect? Hopefully you guys are out of that misery that you've been in for a while. Most of you Taurus. And now you're in a happy, better place. As a single Taurus mother, what can you expect? I think in your household, some of you guys are dealing with lots of communication, lots of swift action. I think that after some of you guys dealt with some dramatic issues in a relationship in the past, if that's not the case, you were just really busy, and now you're in a place where you really, really have time to focus in on your kids. And it's not that you're making up for lost time, but you definitely want to make the most of the time you spend with your kids right now with this Two of Pentacles. And so you're pulling out on all the stops. You're pulling out at all the stops, and you're trying to impress your kids, make your kids feel really loved and welcome. Not that they're not, but it's like the mother guilt thing. So you're like, really like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Here's this, here's that. What do you want to do? And so you're coming at them really strong in a loving way. And I'm sure it's very appreciated. And you could be traveling, taking them on short trips, like all over, like just hop in the car, let's go, hop in the car, let's go do this, let's go do that. What do you want to do? And you're showing them things, and they're learning things, and they're really being engaged and active in the things that you show them this summer. And I think that a lot of you guys are doing this because maybe you have made a decision about something, and you're going to have to break the news to them sometime this summer, whatever that is. So there might be a disappointment, and so this is kind of like you easing them into it, or like, you know, they're going to be really happy about stuff, so that when they hear this decision, they're it's softened. The blow is softened. I think that you also are feeling like you are juggling a lot of things. Could just have stress with travel with them, like getting the bags in the car, all that stuff. Excuse me. Sorry, Taurus. Maybe you do struggle with a decision that you have to make in terms of maybe traveling with them at a long distance. But either way, you're really pulling out at all the stops for these kids, and you want to show them a good time, and they're really into it. But I just think that you're agonizing over some sort of decision that has to be made. It does have to do with travel. It does have to do with communication. You could be receiving an email or a message from someone who's like, I feel like some of you guys had an idea to do something with your kids this summer, and you were like, well, we're going to do this if X doesn't happen. And then you booked everything to do something with your kids this summer, whatever that was, made whatever plans you had to make. And then all of a sudden X shows up and is like, oh yeah, let's do this instead. And you're like, oh shit, I already made plans. So it's one of those things. It's not that serious, but it is something that sort of weighs on you this summer. Yeah. The three of wands in reverse is like, I just pulled that out right now to confirm. That confirms that it does have to do with a short trip, travel, something. So it's travel arrangements that got fucked up. And so you have to break the news to your kids like, guess what? We can't go to Disneyland this summer or Disney World this summer. But guys, we can go to the fucking local hog ranch. That's fun, right? Go look at the hogs. You like llamas, right, guys? So it's one of those things. Now, in terms of finding love, if you're a single Taurus, single Taurus mothers, what can you expect? Single Taurus mothers, what can you expect? Obviously, as I've said before, if you're a single Taurus mother, if you're a single mother and you're looking for love, you're not looking for someone, you can't date for yourself anymore. You have to date for your kids. And so, you know, your antennas have to be extra high when you're dating as a single mother. Because these are people who are around your kids, that you bring around your kids. So you got to be very careful and choosy. Something's going on. God, I hope it's not your ex for some of you guys. I really don't. I am over the Taurus ex. especially if the Taurus X is a Gemini. Please tell that motherfucker to go away. The Tower here for single mothers means that something shocking is going to happen. And I do wonder if that means that it's someone who you thought was gone for good and they come back. Did I say I do hope that means? I don't hope that. Sorry. I do think that means is what I mean to say. So just be aware that that's a possibility. Something shocking is going to happen in your love life. It's not, and it's bad. And I know, yeah, you guys know enough about tarot to know what certain cards mean. This just means that you're going to get some news, and especially with the Eight of Wands here, you are going to receive some shocking news. And it does have to do with your love life. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I have to clarify, obviously. Yeah, god damn it. Someone is coming back. Ugh. And I hope it's not that shitty ex that you just recovered from a while ago. And when I say someone's coming back, obviously you have free will to say, no, they're not. No, they are not coming back. I feel like they're coming back. And I feel like, you could be in a place where you're okay with them coming back. That's it. I'll give you guys an extended read for your August monthlies coming through, but that's what single mother, love life, Taurus looks like. Now let's move on to Gemini. And I think that's it. Gemini is the last one. If you're a single mother and you're a Gemini, this is what you can expect. If you're a single Gemini and you're a mother, this is what you can expect. Single Gemini mothers, this is what you can expect. Single Gemini mothers, this is what you can expect. If you're a single Gemini mother, this is what you expect. Well, this looks all right, even with the Ten of Swords there. So you do have a happy household, and you're feeling like it's a very secure, and at the very least, financially, you're feeling like you can take care of your kids. Although, with the Ten of Swords there, it does mean betrayal and feeling backstabbed, feeling betrayed. But I think that that's an energy that's on its way out, because I feel like with the King of Pentacles, the way he's looking at that Ten of Swords there, it's like it's either you saying to another person or another energy, aha, that's what you get. Or, and not that you are vindictive like that. I don't feel that. It's just like you were waiting for that to happen. Like that Ten of Swords energy, you were like, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. So it's either you doing that, feeling that way towards someone, or someone is feeling that way towards you. Because this is a single mother's read, I feel like one of your kids who is a little bit older, not an adult, but one of your kids is just feeling like betrayed by you or backstabbed or let down by you, and they are just like moaning about it, like, oh God, come on, Mom, you always, and just like not whining, not whinging, but they have this energy about that. But you're being very strict and very steadfast in your approach because you know what's best for the family and you know what's best for your kids, and so you're not giving in, which is extremely commendable. And it's really good that you're doing this right now because ultimately you're creating a very stable, happy, or at least you're trying to create. And I believe that what's happening in this scenario, what I'm pulling right now, is single Gemini mothers in the household, you are exercising your parental rights, is what I want to say. You're exercising your parental rights in a way that is proving to be very successful. Even though your kid is like, you're the worst, Mom. You're like, good, I'm the worst then. you're being very stable about it, and you're being very cool about it, and you're like, please don't slam the door. If you're going to go to your room, go to your room. Don't slam that door. And they're like huffing and puffing and being very bratty or being very rebellious, and they're feeling really betrayed by you, really hurt, because you had to put your foot down about something, and you did. And you know that you're creating a safe place for the kids, a safe home, a safe, secure environment. And you're feeling very good about that because you're not budging. You're feeling really solid about that. So good on you. This is a really good thing, because I think that this is an energy of someone who feels betrayed by you. And you're like, nope, I didn't betray you. I'm protecting you. But you can't see that right now. And so good for you, Gemini single mothers. Now, if you're looking for love, Gemini single mothers, this is what you can expect. Because right now, you're already pretty solid in your household. You know, you got your kids and all that. A little bit of teenage drama or preteen drama. But ultimately, you're doing the right thing, I feel. And overall, you do feel very secure. I'm not accepting those. Overall, you feel very secure and stable. Your household is getting there. It's getting there. If you're a single Gemini mother and you were going, and some of you guys, on another scenario, some of you guys could feel like extremely betrayed by an ex, by your ex-husband, by your ex-lover, whatever the situation is. It's someone, the landlord, someone try to fuck with your home life in some way, and you feel very betrayed. That's over. That's completely over. So, you know, you're good. Or it's ending this summer for sure. So again, you're feeling okay. You're feeling okay. It's almost like you're feeling okay. Not great, not awesome, but pretty secure, pretty happy. You know, nothing's ever perfect. But if you're single, Gemini mothers, and you're looking for love, this is what you can expect. Someone's coming through. You're finally releasing. Things are opening up in your favor. Doors that were once closed are now beginning to open. You're feeling good about dating again. You're feeling good about your self-esteem, your confidence, how you look, how you feel, how you believe in yourself. All those things are beginning to shift. You're feeling better. And if you're looking for love, I do think that with the Wheel of Fortune now, anyone before the Wheel of Fortune was probably a waste of time. And it's good if they stop texting, if you stop texting, if you stop communicating and they're out of your, just let them, don't ever open that again. Because what's coming through in the future now is what is solid. So either you yourself feel independent, you feel like self-sufficient, you can rely on yourself, you're good on your own finances and how you take care of your family and run your household, how you take care of your kids. That feeling is there. The person who might be coming through for you, they also feel independent and strong, and they've gone through their own heartbreak, their own disappointment. And so it's almost like you guys are aligning with each other. You guys can connect on that level of, okay, yeah, we both went through these things. And so that's what's happening. But you're feeling like, I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to date, but I don't need a man right now. I don't need a partner right now. Man or woman, whatever. I don't need a partner right now. I feel good. But with the Wheel of Fortune there, it's saying that good energy is going to turn into you like beating them off with a stick. Because you're going to be so independent and feel so good. And almost some of you guys might even have a masculine energy that sort of, emanates from you in some strange way. And that could be attractive to someone. Be careful you don't let some soft-ass dude into your life who can't keep up with you. Because you are generating a feeling of masculine energy right now, a lot of you. So just be careful. You want to have someone that compliments you and supports you and that you could do the same with. But I don't think you need a man. I don't think you need a partner right now, single Gemini mothers. I think you wouldn't mind one, but you're good. And then if someone coming in could be a feminine energy, but definitely someone who's just very happy and who's happy to be single, who's happy to make their own money, happy to do their own thing. So it could be, I feel like there's a friendship. Yeah, so you might have rejected an offer, or you were bored with the situation and you said no to it, and that situation resurfaces, and so you could be renegotiating a friendship or terms of a relationship with someone. That could be a possibility for some of you guys. Okay, and that's it for single Gemini mothers. That's it for all the single mothers. If I missed a sign, let me know. I think I got all the signs. I did Taurus, Aries, Pisces, yeah. If I forgot anything or have any questions, ask me in the comments below or hit me up on Instagram. You don't have to DM me. You can just like leave a comment. And I will address your questions in your monthly readings for that particular sign who left that question. I think that was it. So thank you so much. Great suggestion. Hopefully this helped single mothers. This is for the month or for the summer 2018. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys for your August reads. Bye.